No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Touch pass on the run. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have...
Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He leaves it with his back. Open space at the 25. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw on 3rd. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
So NC State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Soto. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Soto. Turning it on. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. First and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Looking to throw, it's Hart. Snags it over the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the defense getting a hand in there on third down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
Number 60, on to kick it away.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. A great catch and run for 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final.
Returner is tackled down at the 17. And for NC State, that will take over on second.
Looking for a man. It's Hart. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. After After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement. Attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Handoff from the gun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Grabbed in the middle. It's shot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. On the run, it's Soto. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's why it's so important to have success on 1st and 2nd down. They're running the ball on 2nd down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. After run, now throw. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Canes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Leaves it with the back. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sims.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go and execute it on game day like that.
The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Soto. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And here comes the punt team.
On to punt it away.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Unloads quickly. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
The Hurricanes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Soto. And this one will be stopped for no gain. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
Yeah, and it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting them on the ground.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Plows through the defense. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got him. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to attack, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
He's got his man, makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. On the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Hart. Oh, they're after him. And a sack all the way back at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. And the timing just a hair off.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he just throws it away on 3rd down, and I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
The Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got to make play.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking to pass. It's Hart. Looking to get it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And the Canes backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot. For the 1st down. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hurricanes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback may change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith dropping to pass. Quickly complete. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Floats it out in space. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So 1st down, we'll open up the final period. The give on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Flips it out to the back. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Looking for a huge play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football.
He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth. Hunt is on its way. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. From the gun, the ground game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Smith wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Takes it into the end zone for the touchdown on the final play. The denouement. The epilogue. The finishing touch. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight.